Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a full moon in Aries reading. And so this is going to be for Sunday, October 13th, 2019. So this is sometimes known as the Hunter's Moon. I believe I've even seen it called the Harvest Moon. So, the name of the moon doesn't really matter. We're really focused on the energy of Aries being in the full moon. And what I've read about that is it's very much about independent energy, but there's also some Libra influences around as well. So this happens to be about relationships and balance. And so we're going to make the focus of this reading today in regards to how we're taking care of ourselves versus how we're giving to relationships, and just kind of see what rolls out. And so, this does focus on challenges. Sometimes challenges come through Aries influence, things like that. So we're going to be following a spread that I found on the internet. It is not my own. It is from the Curious Card Slinger. And so I just wanted to kind of use this as a reference point to bring forth messages. So any of the cards that I'm using in this video, as I shuffle each deck, I'll let you guys know what I'm using, which will be down below. But if they're any of my cards, they are available in my Etsy shop for pre-order. But if you're international, email me and I'll send you a special link. So today we're actually going to be using the High Priestess Moonstone Orgonite from Wing and Bell. And because of all that moonstone, I just thought it was appropriate to use it at this particular time. So I'll put them down below as well. All right, you guys, let's get started. So the very first thing that we're going to focus on here is what area of our lives is the energy in? So what area of our lives do we need to focus or put energy into? So the very first deck that we're going to be using, this is called the Soul Trees Dreamer's Journey Major Arcana Oracle. So it's an oracle, but it also has the Major Arcana in it, which is really beautiful. So we're just going to see what Spirit wants to bring forth for this. I'm not going to be using reversals in this deck. I don't know why there's cards that are reversed. Okay, so we have the Inner Calling card. This is a card that is represented, I believe, by the Judgment. Yes, this is Judgment. So it says, a shift in the way that you view life and the nature of existence, an awakening to make important changes in your life, self-evaluation, rebirth. So immediately, what area of your life needs your energy right now? The self, you. Inner Calling. So this is definitely about your energy, focusing on yourself, perhaps, versus relationships. We have Creation. That's beautiful. So this is an oracle card. Inspiration, guidance, creating something new from divine inspiration, intention, and determination. Balancing the ethereal with the physical. So this right here is telling us that this is a time for us to really focus on ourselves, which is great. This is a time for us to figure out what is it that's calling to us. What do we want to create? Maybe some of us have ideas. Maybe there's been something that's been nagging at us to, explore and do. Whatever that is, we need to start to figure out ways to bring this into physical form. So this is fantastic, okay? So there's a shift that's happening right now. It's a perfect time to focus on something that you want to create. And we have uncertainty. It says lack of certainty, causing uneasiness with making a decision, discomfort and ambiguity, and lack of confidence. Okay, so of course there is this uncertainty on whether or not we will be able to create what it is that we're thinking about. Will we be able to manifest this? Will we be successful? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Well, this is the thing. If something is calling you, there's a reason. You are meant to explore this aspect of yourself. You're meant to at least try, even if it fails, and I don't even really believe in that word, but even if it doesn't quite roll out the way that you expect, you're still learning something from the experience. You're still gathering up certain aspects of yourself that are going to help you to move forward, perhaps maybe in another direction. But they're stepping stones to your purpose. And so we've got to start somewhere, and that's the opening message. So we really need to focus on ourselves. We need to focus on that inner calling. We need to focus on something that keeps nagging at us. And even if you're uncertain, it's about doing it anyways. Love it. Beautiful opening message. Okay, so the second thing is, what is our biggest challenge at this time? Okay, what is it? What is our biggest challenge at this particular time? So let's go ahead and go into these cards right here. This is called the Awakened Soul by Ethany. So let's just get some topics and then we'll get some tarot to clarify. What are our biggest challenges at this time? We have the energy of solitude. Okay, so sometimes people might feel like, I don't want to be alone anymore, or I feel all alone. We have an energy of grounding. Maybe we're not feeling grounded or ready. And we also have the energy of judgment. Interesting. So we just got judgment. But this particular card, I believe, is more about judging ourselves, looking at other people, and feeling kind of shackled by our own judgments. We have this moth here. And so, of course, that's about, transformation. And then we have all these crystals here. Grounding energy. Interesting. Okay, so let's get some tarot to clarify some of this. Let's get into the Thelema Tarot. But I feel like some people are really perhaps feeling blocked or challenged because maybe they want to be alone and they are surrounded by other people, or they feel very lonely in their state of solitude. One of the two. Take it as it resonates. Okay, interesting. So the Magician, I see, is a number 1 card. So it's about you, your own energy. It's very solo energy to me, but it's in the reverse position. So I feel like there is a challenge that some people feel like they can't do something on their own. They feel like they don't have the tools, that they need somebody else perhaps to basically help them. And that might very well be the case. Sometimes 2 heads are better than 1. But the thing is, it's your own uncertainty, it's your own insecurities and fears that are causing you to hold yourself back from whatever this is, okay? So I feel like there's a message there that you have more skill than you're giving yourself credit for. You actually have more to offer than you realize. You don't necessarily need another person in order to do whatever it is that you want to do at this time. You might feel like you do, but you do not. With the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a lack of finances. It could be a lack of resources, because these cards are coming up in the reverse position. And they're both number 1s, which is aces, which is solo energy for me. And so again, we might feel like we're lacking the funds, or we're lacking the resources in order to push forward, okay? But again, there's some kind of a message about judgment here. What we're thinking, perhaps. Okay, so yeah, this is a lack of confidence. That's all that this is, you guys. It's just a lack of confidence. And not all these cards are reverse, okay? So there's plenty of cards in here that are not reverse. So those cards were meant to come through challenged. And just so you know, not every single time it comes up reverse does it mean a challenge, but in this instance, it does. Your own thoughts about something, it's just stemming from a lack of confidence. You don't feel like you can do it. You don't feel like you have the resources, or you don't feel like you have what it takes in order to do something. But it's your own uncertainty. And sometimes our own uncertainty can create more darkness, more shadow, more fear. Do you see this? Lack of confidence. The Sun is all about confidence. So when it's reversed, it means we're feeling a lack of confidence, okay? So we want to create something. We want to bring something from our thought process into the physical realm. It's our inner calling. We feel like we want to do something. We feel like we're drawn to a particular occupation, or just way of living, or way of being. This is about paying attention to this right now. So we really did come into this reading about ourselves versus other people. And maybe we've given a lot to other people, whether these relationships are romantic, whether they are family members or friends, or maybe we are in a job where we're just, giving all of our time and dedication and effort to a particular, company, but yet we're feeling depleted. This is a time for us to really focus on ourselves, our own independent energy. But some of you are very afraid of doing that, like you cannot do it now. If some of you guys are in a unsatisfactory relationship, but yet you're still in that relationship, you might feel like you lack what or you might lack what it takes in order to get on your own, in order to take care of yourself. As in, I don't have the confidence. I can't, it's not illuminated at this time. I can't see a way out. I don't have the tools. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money or the funds to do the things that I want to do. I'm not grounded enough. I don't have the strength or the confidence to basically make this happen. I feel shackled by my thoughts. I feel shackled by my situation. I want to transform it, but I feel like I cannot. I feel like I cannot survive on my own. Some of you might even be getting the judgments or the opinions of others that are basically telling you, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, you better be careful. So other people can sometimes create a lot of uncertainty and doubt, so you need to be careful with who you're speaking to about your issues, your concerns, or even your amazing ideas. That's another thing. That's a kicker. Sometimes people think that, when you have an idea or a thought, it's something great, you want to share it because you're excited. And man, sometimes people just shit all over it. There are some miserable fucks in the world, and they just love to shit all over your parade. Sorry to cuss, but that's just how I feel in this moment. Because I've had it happen to me at least probably a dozen times, and it's very irritating because it's just like, well, wait a second, because you've done nothing, because you're too afraid, now you're going to go ahead and you're going to project that onto me. I'm not having it. So this is Spirit's way of saying you don't necessarily need somebody else's approval, or you don't need somebody else to believe in you in order to move forward with something that you want to do. This is something that you have available to you, like within yourself. So it's about having confidence, taking back your power in a situation, standing on your own 2 feet, being okay to be alone, not necessarily needing somebody. And you're not doing it out of ego. You're literally doing it out of self-empowerment. Okay? So maybe something hasn't happened with a particular relationship or a partnership for a reason. You're not meant to partner up with somebody, or maybe you're not meant to be in a relationship right now, but all these things are happening in order to push you towards believing in yourself and being successful on your own. This is fantastic. I love it. So that's the way you guys are being challenged right now. If you're not resonating with these messages, it just means it's not for you, and that's okay. All right, you guys. So let's now take a look. In which area do you need to be less impulsive? That's kind of interesting. Let's take a look. What areas do you need to be less impulsive? So let's go ahead and go into my Twin Flame Oracle. In what areas do you need to be less impulsive? Let's combine it with my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Go this way with it. Perfect. Okay, so in what ways do we need to be less impulsive? Something about a lesson. Okay, well, I love this. This is fantastic. Okay, the message that I'm getting from Spirit is that some of us are so obsessed or so focused on, have I learned this particular lesson? What do I need to learn when it comes to this or to that? I actually get this question a lot. Have I learned this, or what do I need to learn? What do I need to know so that way I can move forward and carry on? The thing is, give yourself that pat on the back already, because you need to recognize that you've already been successful. You may not have learned every single thing that you've needed to learn, but you've made progress. Pat yourself on the back. Recognize that it's a journey, not a destination. And that's sometimes what people are looking for. Has this happened? When will it happen? Forget it. It's a journey. You're constantly evolving and learning by every step that you take, every day that you wake up. So when you're focused on the destination, sometimes you just lose out on all that wisdom that you're going to attain as you continue on your journey. This is beautiful. So this is Spirit's way of telling you, in which areas can you be less impulsive? You need to know, okay? You don't need to know everything. You don't need to take the temperature every 5 minutes on your growth on a situation. Focus on the journey, not the destination. That's the message. See, because you guys are ascending, you guys are moving forward. Oh my gosh, and the only thing that's going to sabotage that shit is you, meaning your own thoughts. I see the Nine of Swords as our own fears. Our own nightmares, our own fears come to life, and we sabotage the hell out of it. Do you see that? The only thing that's going to sabotage us is our own thoughts about it. It's not the actual lesson, or it's not the actual just situation. It's us. So we're the only things that are going to judge ourselves to say, you didn't do this right, or you're not as evolved as I think you are, or I'm not good enough. Those are all coming from us. Yes, of course, that can come from the projections of other people. And we can take it and we can accept that as our reality, or we can push it the hell out, right? So I'm getting here that you guys got to give yourself more credit than you're giving yourselves. And your own thoughts and your own self-beliefs are becoming like self-prophesized, okay? It's literally, coming out in your life, your own thoughts about things. We have settling. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Hold on for a second, you guys. Let me just put these cards over here. So this is the deal. Okay, so something else that we need to be less impulsive about. We need to be a little less impulsive about perhaps a person that we feel a lot of emotions for. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple of things here. Somebody is still. This could be you, as in you're on this journey. You're on a spiritual journey. You're on a journey in order to empower and to heal yourself with your emotions. And so this is an energy here of settling perhaps for things that aren't really for our highest good, settling because we don't feel good enough, settling because we feel like, well, that's as good as it's going to get, or that's all I deserve. So there could be something where we need to be less impulsive when it comes to just settling for second best, or settling for things because it feels safe, or because it feels routine. So that could be it. Also, what I'm getting to is that some of you guys are still trying to settle up when it comes to a particular person in your life. And it might be difficult at this time, and you might want to impulsively make this happen today, right now. Let's move this along. Let's get there. But again, you're not taking the time to enjoy the journey. You're focused on the destination. Emotional mastery technically is a destination, right? But we need to get into that boat and we need to enjoy the ride. So again, the only thing that will take us away from enjoying that ride is our own ways of thinking. So this is Spirit's way of saying, instead of settling, instead of perhaps waiting, stopping the boat, waiting perhaps for somebody else to bring us our happiness, that's what's happening for some of you. What they're saying is it's time to get into that boat, and it's time to continue to carry on. It's time to continue to move forward. Just to keep moving forward. It's energetically flowing energy. It's positive, it's beautiful, it's bringing sunshine, it's bringing happiness, it's bringing growth, it's bringing development of new things. So again, where do we need to be less impulsive? Our need to know how something's going to happen or when it's going to happen, and just enjoying the journey along the way. That's what I'm seeing. Beautiful. All right, next one. How can I lighten up and have more fun? Let's see. How can I lighten up and have more fun? All right, let's go ahead and go into my Spirits of Darkness and Light divination deck. How can I lighten up and have more fun? Oh, beautiful. Spirit of the shoreline, calm, tranquil, and relaxing. How can you lighten up and have more fun? Give yourself some time to frickin' relax and be calm. Maybe enjoy a beautiful sunset. That's amazing that card came up like that. Spirit of the dog. Oh my gosh. Have more fun with your friends, companions, people that are loyal, people that are there for you. Spend more time with those types of people rather than fair-weathered friends or people that are just in a social circle. So it's about being calm and tranquil and being with people that actually uplift your spirit, not drain, okay? And we have Spirit of the Swans, grace, elegance, and poise. These are all light, spirits of light here. So I love the fact that all of these things came through when it was talking about how to lighten up and have more fun. Amazing. So we can also lighten up and have more fun. It says grace, elegance, and poise. But what I'm getting is that it's saying relax on that a little bit. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to constantly be in this mode where you're looking a certain way, in public or to other people. Relax, let your hair down a little. Be around people that you can just be yourself around. So I feel like the way that you can lighten up and have a little bit more fun is by spending time with people that really know you instead of people that you have to be a certain way around. So step outside of business, take a break. Again, be with your real friends. It's kind of like, let's just say a movie star. A movie star probably couldn't let their hair down and just be themselves in front of their fans. And so they're going to basically, come together with people that have known them that don't give a shit that they're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that energy is what I'm getting here. So Get into the mode of being around individuals that celebrate you, that are loyal to you, that are real friends rather than just basically fair-weathered friends. That's what I'm getting here. Amazing. And maybe spend some time at the beach. Also got that too. All right. How can you make the best of your passionate energy at this time? Because, Aries, of course, is all about passion. It's just all about things that are driving us. So how can you make the most out of this energy that's being presented to you at this time with the Aries being in this full moon? Let's take a look. All right, so we're going to get into this deck here, which is called Wisdom of the Oracle. So what I have to tell you guys is when we came into the reading, it was how can we take care of ourselves versus other people? Well, I feel like this reading is already bringing forth a lot of information in regards to how that needs to happen and why it needs to happen, okay? Chaos and conflict. So do you see how passion can turn up as anger? Exchanging gifts. And truth be told, interesting energies. So let's now go ahead and go into, what am I feeling? Let's go ahead and go into this deck right here, which is from John Holland. It's called the Psychic Tarot and Oracle Cards. So again, how can I make the best of my passionate energy? Let's see. To clarify that chaos and conflict. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. Now, this is the Wheel of Fortune's energy. The Wheel of Fortune is always about movement, moving ahead, moving a cycle, moving the wheel. Sometimes it's also about letting spirit take over, meaning like if you're not turning the wheel in your life, sometimes karma will have it or spirit has it, the universe has it, will start to turn the events in your life to make things happen. But what I'm getting is that whatever energy that you're stuck in that seems to be chaotic and conflicting, this is about moving away from it. It's about going towards something else. A cycle has ended. So whatever problems that you're experiencing right now, what I'm getting is go towards things that are uplifting you, not dragging you down. So I kind of feel like that coincides with the messages that just came through. Look, exchanging gifts. Exactly. This is about, do you see how it's going from the 10 to the 11? Literally, we're having some sequence here. So this is telling you here where it's at is being in balance when it comes to other people in your life. So the people that you're exchanging energies with, if things are out of balance and things seem to be chaotic, or you're dealing with really low vibrational people that are toxic, that seem to want to keep you down, whether it's a relationship, romantic, it doesn't matter, friendship, coworkers, whatever. If anything is out of balance or anything feels chaotic and crappy, it is time to move the wheel in your life and to close out this cycle so that way you can move towards balanced energies. You can move towards calmer waters, which just came through the shoreline. So sometimes the way that people appear this way, but really, are they really that? Or is this just an act? So again, loyal, people that are real, companions, people that make you feel this way. That's what you want. So I feel like there is an energy here that's saying if something doesn't feel good in your life, it's time to get rid of it. It's time to step away from that. Oh yeah, look at this. Truth be told, you can do this. So truth be told is that, people's masks are going to come down. This Six of Wands here, it already came up early in this reading. I'm just going to pick it up here. See? You've learned the lesson, whatever this is. So sometimes we tend to hold on to lessons or hold on to situations because we feel like There's some kind of, we're trying to extract a reason why something is happening or why something happened. And sometimes waiting for this epiphany, waiting for the skies to open up and give us some sort of, the fact that this guy's blowing a trumpet, that always reminds me of Bible stories. The trumpets, sound and the skies open up, or the heavens open up. And then, it's like, oh, and then, everything comes down and the answers are clear or whatever. I feel like there's the same kind of energy here. You're waiting for some sort of truth. You're waiting for a conclusion. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, but waiting for it isn't going to speed it up or make it happen even. Sometimes the lesson is that we just need to carry on. Sometimes we just need to move forward instead of sitting here in the chaos and conflict. This is going to be much more balancing, going towards things that are healthier, relationships and connections with people that are just healthier, that aren't so chaotic. It doesn't have to be this difficult. That's what I'm getting here. Life does not have to be this hard. It doesn't have to be this difficult. Your relationships with other people don't have to be this way. You can literally move forward and towards more tranquil energies in your life. You don't have to deal with some crazy chaotic energy. And sometimes people have that belief system, well, there must be a karmic lesson here somewhere for me. Well, if you accept that as your reality, that you have to stay attached to someone because of some karmic lesson, you're robbing yourself of beautiful things that are calling you in your future. It's your choice, free will. You don't have to stay stuck to anything. You really don't. These powers, these energies they don't have power over you, these energies, unless you allow them to. So we have victory and success. You can blow that trumpet in your life at any time and say, I'm done. I'm done with this lesson. I'm good, ready to carry on and move forward towards tranquil waters and go towards people that celebrate me, that are freaking loyal. Whether that's a friend or a lover, you are done with some sort of maybe karmic lesson or cycle. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why the moon is in this card here, because the full moon, oh my gosh, the full moon is telling you here you're done with the cycle. That's what I'm seeing here. So allow yourself the permission to be done with the cycle. You can do it. You are in control. That's what I'm getting here. These relationships, these energies, this chaos, this conflict does not have control over you. You only think it does, but it doesn't. That's why this card came up here. You're the only thing that's standing in the way of you moving forward. That's it. Okay? I'm also getting that you've settled some sort of debt in an emotional situation, something that was trying you emotionally, emotional healing. You've settled this debt. The only thing that will keep you now in chaos and conflict is your own belief or set belief system that you need to stay connected to whatever this is. So it's time to move forward is what I'm seeing here. It's time to move forward. It's time to transform your energy. Okay? The only thing that will keep you shackled is your own belief systems. That's it. That's it. Okay? Interesting energy, you guys. Okay, so let's carry on. Oh, that was the end of the reading. So let's just go ahead and get some closing messages from Spirit, just period. Let's get closing messages in regards to our own healing, some advice, things like that. We're going to go into the When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission. We're going to go into the Soul's Journey Oracle cards. And what is this called? The Power of Surrender cards. And then we're going to use the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Okay, what's something that we need to surrender or surrender to? This full moon in Aries. There it is. We'll take it. Oh my God, we need to surrender our addictions. So let me read this. It says, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, or overworking, maybe even thinking about something, take an action that can begin to heal this addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So it is Spirit's way of saying, hey, in this full moon cycle, it's time for us to release our addiction, our need to something that just no longer serves. No longer serves. So sometimes we can mistake our passion for something that it actually is positive. And what I'm getting here, you guys, is that some of our passions are actually not healthy for us. And so we got to release this. Whatever this is, we've got to release it. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Cycles. Again, we're cycling something through. You're at the end of a cycle. That's it. The end of the cycle has come. It's time to end it and move forward. Yep. Unfortunately, it does feel like a loss. You're going to feel perhaps this grief or this loss that's connected to this cycle that wants to end, but you've got to do it. You have to do it. Look at that. You have to say no. Enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done. That's a stop sign to me, you know? The end of the road. The end of the road has come. And as sad as it is what it is. It's not a loss either. I mean, it is in a way, it feels that way, but it really is a gain. It's all in the way that you look at it, you guys. It's all in the way that you look at it. Self-esteem. This, I feel, has like been a lesson for your own self-esteem. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So the better that you feel about yourself, the more gifts that you're going to be able to bestow and share with the world. Okay, so we did get this energy here in the very beginning of the reading, which was talking about your inner calling. Well, if you're wasting a bunch of time, you're literally losing your self-esteem and you're losing energy from this addiction or whatever this is. It's not empowering you. So you're not able to empower others. Maybe your inner calling is to empower others, but it's very difficult for you to be in this energy of empowering others when you're in this low vibrational energy with whatever this is that you're addicted to or shackled to. Spirit is saying you are ascending. Your belief system, perhaps, that you know you need things to be a certain way in order to carry on or move forward. That's what's holding you back, is just your own set mind or your own set beliefs about it. Uncertainty, a lack of confidence, a lack of perhaps, finances, or feeling like you can't survive. This kind of low self-esteem is attributing to you being able to move forward in a successful way. But again, it's your own belief systems about the situation. This is about empowering yourself, okay? The only thing that can hold you back is you. There's a chaotic conflict or chaotic and conflicting situation in your life that doesn't serve you. So instead of settling for this, you need to move forward, and you can do it. You can. And some of you, it could be legal. You're legally tied to someone, whether it's a contract, marriage, whatever, and this is Spirit's way of saying that you can move forward with grace. You can move forward. You can release the cycle. Yes, of course, with everything that we do that's challenging, there is going to be loss, but it's all in the way that you look at it, okay? All right, so I wanted to get some tarot, so some messages from our angels. Oh, I love this. Page of Pentacles. This is about an excellent opportunity or an excellent idea that's going to be rewarded. So again, somebody has an excellent idea. They do. They have an excellent idea that is going to help to carry them forward to where they will be able to take care of themselves. So I feel like this entire reading has been about confidence building. It's been about you can. Believe in yourself. You can get rid of anything that's not serving you. You can be on your own. If you fear that you cannot survive on your own, you can. That's what it is. You can. Four of Swords. So this is about insights that are going to come through just being calm. That's why this is very important, you guys, which came through already. When I asked Spirit to let us know in what ways we're going to actually help to, make us feel good and have more fun, we did get this card here. Okay, so there is something significant about needing to be calm, needing to be relaxed, and maybe some of you are in a very chaotic environment to where it's very difficult, so it is going to be important for you to make some time to step away so you can breathe, so you can think. Oh, so you can get a new perspective. Absolutely. There's a better way. So it's saying pause for this reflection, but dare to be different. So again, maybe something is not happening right now, And that's okay. It's giving you the perfect time and opportunity that you need in order to kind of marinate things in your brain and formulate a perfect, well, not perfect, but a great plan for success moving forward. So don't take something not happening or you're not able to do something right now as a failure. Take it as, you know what? I need to see something from a different perspective because there's a better way. I've got an idea, and sometimes great ideas take a little bit of time, and that's okay. Execute it when the time is right. Strike when the iron is ready. Look at this. Everything that you've gone through, you're in the energies of sevens. Sevens are very challenging numbers, but they're very spiritual numbers as well. So it's talking about rapid soul development that has come from all of these challenging times. So you've gone through something significant, but it has been for a reason. It's helped to strengthen you. It has helped to give you that self-esteem and that confidence that you needed in this life in order to do something significant. So whatever you've gone through, whatever losses you have gone through, have been, it's just been meant for you to experience that, to give you that dominance and that courage to take the bull by the horns and say, no. Look at this. It's all coming together. No. The bull says, hell no. You see? Because the bull has that power. Or whatever that is, a buffalo, I think. Whatever that is, it's got freaking horns. And so whenever I see horns, I'm thinking the bull by the horns, which is why I said horns here, even though it's not what they're called. But no, taking the bull by the horns and saying, absolutely not. I will not allow you to have power over me any longer. I will no longer allow you to stand in my way any longer. So there is some kind of an energy and a challenge that you're being presented with, that you're supposed to fight through it. And I don't mean fight as in you're aggressive, but fight as in you're taking control and you're not allowing somebody else to make decisions for you. You're thinking on your own. You can do things on your own. This is very uplifting and positive. And we have visions, whatever it is that you're thinking, whatever it is that you're envisioning, this is about it becoming a reality. So again, this goes back to the very beginning of the reading. Whatever it is that we are thinking, okay? Whatever it is that we're dreaming about, this is a divine inspiration. It starts with a vision first, but then we execute it in the material world. So feminine energy to me is very receptive, a lot of visions. Masculine energy is in the physical world, making things happen. So we have a nice equal balance of both things. So I feel like some of you might have had to go into the feminine aspects of yourself and the masculine aspects of yourself and really balance both of these energies. And now you're ready to carry on and move forward in a very positive way and bring something forth in the physical world. So I feel like this is on the horizon for you, that you are basically being able to create whatever it is that you're wanting for your future happiness. So it's just about believing in yourself that you can get through whatever current challenge you're facing, especially if it's attached to other people, because that's really what we base this entire reading on. But really, this was a very self-empowering energy. So I hope that it helped to uplift you, give you that little boost of confidence that maybe you needed in order to carry forward. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.